Hey guys, this is the Tuner, and this is part 53 of my Fallout New Vegas Let's Play. So we're off to go fight the think tank. Yeah, let's go see how that goes. I'm so sorry about the robot scorpion. Bit of a goof on my part. But I'd like to think it's fairly amusing at least. I mean, you know, you've seen one robot scorpion, you've seen them all, right? Compulsive quick saving. I do love the older blues radio station. It's fantastic. Just smooth jazz. And again, I gotta stress just how fantastic I think the story to this DLC really is. That is a great twist that I was not expecting at all. What I'm really curious is as to whether or not you can just storm in there and try and kill Mobius, which I kind of doubt. I don't know. On the other hand, it is a Fallout game, so you probably can. But I wonder solely because you know, you do have to recover your brain, and the brain is there. Maybe you can kill him and go talk to him. But yeah, that again, just personally, you could storm in there, try and kill him, and just completely miss. And I am going to come back here and get all the personalities of some ways. The Tosh in particular sounds hilarious, but, yep, I'm going to go kill them. Let's do it. There can be only one. Finally saw Highlander in full. Oh, well, they don't look happy. So, business as usual. Nothing to see here.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
Nope. I found my brain. Now you and I are going to settle things.
I recommend watching your tone with me,
Angry
lobotomite.
eyebrows.
Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
Pretty sure that's not how it works. I'm not handing my brain over. There's some things we should discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the
Can rebuild
technology.
it.
All
the
you
technology.
must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
Oh, your ass is cake. Oh, yes. You think I am a lobotomite? No, for more, my skull houses the brain of Mobius.
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way
great.
Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible.
Nothing is impossible for science. Mesons, lasers, atoms, brainwaves, all are at my command.
You speak the truth. And the decibel variation in your voice. It is Mobius.
And he looks pretty scared.
How dare you breach the think tank? And what do you want here?
Here I offer a deal. Stay here, stay put, and I'll let you live.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
I will permit you to do this for me.
Partner with you, my foe, my rival, my foremost critic? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service.
Should probably let Mobius know about that.
As you do not destroy us.
Alright, job well done. They're not dead. I'm not dead. Mobius is not dead, which is the most important part, you know, because he's awesome. Head back up to the sink, find the brain.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's
Did I do an ending where you don't leave?
Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build
that's stupid.
All mankind.
The courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed.
Crap, I took an ending where I can't leave.
As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome gained a frontier town feel, with the few modules installed. They shouted at each other across the HQ occasionally, either threatening each other or announcing a discovery. It kept things lively.
Yeah, we'll find out sooner or later.
Secretly, the Sync Central Intelligence Unit was relieved that not all of the personality chips had been found. What was there was enough.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with eating everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden. So that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book-chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
Blind-eye old Jefferson eventually discovered a new sound. Silence. It only made him more filled with the blues than before.
It's such a good voice acting in this game.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 continued to scan for the subject and the stealth suit prototype long after the test was over. Frustrated and unable to find its lost technology, X-13 expanded its network of laser tripwires, sensors, and robo-brains out across Big Mountain. This glittering blue light beam forest cleanly bisected anything that entered its depths, slicing them into small segmented parts for easy disposal.
The courier left the brain at the big empty.
Oh, crap.
A strange thing to say, but it was the truth. Brains
Yeah,
are
I'm gonna
less
have to redo
important
this.
than they may seem. When the courier's body finally passed, the brain was saddened. It kept on, remembering the vessel that had once contained it.
Guess I should have thought that through.
Even at the end, when it started to fail, however, the brain resisted going into a floating chassis like the think tank. It never said why. Perhaps it was out of respect for the courier's body.
It's fairly touching,
All
weirdly, I
things
guess.
must come to an end. And to hang on to the past is something that's not to be undertaken lightly.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the Wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. It may seem a sudden event, often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
To make them still alive? Or what? I don't know, I'm just really confused. Right, I don't have my brain. I kind of wanted that. Yeah, the following music. Alrighty, yeah, I kind of wanted my brain, so... I'm thinking I'm gonna reload that really quick. But, yeah. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Alright, sorry for that jump there, just took a break to confirm something, and, I believe that I do not actually need to reload, because I can still get my brain, even though the ending there kind of implied that I can't. So let's go see. Yep, there he is. Or it, he, I really don't know.
Nice to see you back. I trust the adventuring is going well.
Oh, get back in my head, bird.
I've come to a similar conclusion myself. Are you sure that's what you want?
I'm sure. In you go.
All right, this shouldn't be too painful.
Alright, so I lost that, but now I can't. My head still can't be crippled, but I'm only a bit more resistant to addiction. Oh, but 10% more DT. Especially with come out with the toughness perk, that should really help. Game is still being kind So, let's go get my brain.
I trust matters regarding your brain were resolved to your satisfaction.
Indeed they were, friend.
Rightly so, I should think. Alright then, let me just fire up the old interface for you.
Swap body parts, we'll put the heart back. So, less resistant to poison, and robots are less confused by me. And healing items are twice as effective. So, hopefully that means stim packs are more effective, because that is awesome. Stim packs are precious, even late game. So,
if you're planning to stay a while, I could see clear to giving you a once-over.
Give me back my
Rightly so,
spine.
I should think.
I think so.
Alright then, let me just fire up the old interface for you.
Alrighty. Swap body parts. Spine. So it looks like you can just come back here and swap them whenever you want, which is very quick because that basically gives you 6 perks you can choose between. My strength and damage for field bonuses have doubled. Nice. So I got some good stats out of that, I think. Let me let's take a look. Strength plus 2. Whew. Micro regeneration. Where did I get that? Nice. The stats are looking pretty good right now. Alright, so anyways, that is the conclusion of Old World Blues. I know there's a lot of content I didn't get to. I'm going to do it sooner or later because it's pretty awesome. But gotta get ready for filling some Robe, so I think I'll end it here for today because the last one was really long and I wanted to fit everything for Mobius in, and I apologize for that. So we'll make this one a bit shorter, more watchable. So as always, thanks for watching. Questions, comments, things like that, just post them and try and answer them. This is the Tuninator, and I will see you all next time back in the good old Mojave Wasteland.